Up next, we have a presentation from Daisy Sproviero, ALS Community Support Assessment to improve online access to information and resources in Italy. I believe we have a video from Daisy.
Hi, and welcome to our presentation entitled ALS Community Support Assessment to improve online access to information and resources in Italy. My name is Daisy Sproviero, and I'm part of the Scientific and Medical Advisory Committee of Associazione con Slancio Onlus, and I will be sharing a few highlights of our work on behalf of my colleagues Andrea Zicchieri, Nicoletta De Rossi, Angela Desiderato, Silverio Conte, Marco Peviani, Monica Consonni, Silvia Pozzi, Tiziana Petroziello, Fabiola De Marchi, Elena Grossini, and Julio Ayala. As we go over an overview of today's presentation, we'll be in the good company of our friend Artemisia to our right. She is the official Conslancio ALS Awareness by sea vessel, where she can be found navigating anywhere along the Italian coast. Artemisia often competes in sailing competitions during the year. I will begin describing Conslancio and our mission before explaining our work focused on improving online access to information and resources to the Italian ALS community. Conslancio was founded by Andrea Zicchieri after his ALS diagnosis in 2013. We are a patient-led, multidisciplinary Italian ALS association consisting of all volunteers. Andrea is the first Italian to receive edaravone therapy after its approval in Japan in 2015. And upon returning to Italy from Japan, he led a successful advocacy campaign toward edaravone officially approved for use in Italy in 2017. However, the official ruling changed in 2020 and is no longer authorized. Among many unique facts, we are the first Italian ALS association with an office established abroad in Boston, Massachusetts, since 2017. And the purpose of our presence abroad is not only to develop new initiatives to help the Italian community, but also adding a new dynamic to the global effort to end ALS. And thanks to this, we are able to respond to most inquiries in less than 24 hours. This year is extra special as we celebrate a new milestone, our 5th anniversary in Boston, Massachusetts. We express our most sincere gratitude to all those who supported Conslancio in these past 5 years and thank all for our global partners, the ALS Untangled Group, the ALS Therapy Development Institute, Her ALS Story, I Am ALS, and the Motor Neuron Disease Association for the amazing work we have achieved together. We firmly believe in teamwork as we are only stronger together to end ALS and hope to work with all of you moving forward. Conslancio has two primary lines of intervention. The first is we work to improve assistance to all persons living with ALS in Italy and their caregivers. And we also continuously engage with the scientific community to not only advance therapy development and approval, but also we inform the Italian community of the latest ALS research news in real time. Accessibility to real-time ALS scientific research, news, and support resources in non-English languages is often a challenging endeavor for people living with the ALS, which we will define as PALS families and caregivers. Most communications are in English, and often non-English speaking individuals resort to third-party translations and interpretation on social media, which are often misleading. And we can only imagine the negative consequences of that. Also in Italy, care support varies in each region, so it can be difficult for all to know what support services are available locally through the national health system. So to help address this year we laid the groundwork for a new proposed virtual seminar series organized by Conslancio. To learn what our community is interested in, we invited PALS, family members, friends, and caregivers, which we define as PALS-related individuals, upon their consent to complete a brief anonymous 5-minute survey online. As referenced in the previous slide, this schematic illustrates our design-build approach, which is our innovative project delivery system. We introduced design-build to the ALS community in 2020 at the International Symposium on ALS and Alliance meeting that year. Due to the limits on time today, we encourage all those interested in learning more to watch our 2020 presentation on the Alliance YouTube channel, which provides a detailed explanation on how our system works. To quickly summarize, Design Build is the foundation for all our initiative. It begins with feedback we receive from the Italian PALS community. As the comparative timeline shows, the ordinary method outlined in the bottom halves, which is typically followed by many organizations to generate initiatives as they usually outsource tasks externally, tends to have longer initiative development times and has a higher likelihood of encountering issues over time. Our design-build approach on the top half enables us to complete preparation without having to resort to outsourcing. This drastically speeds up the construction process by allowing rigorous quality control and failure analysis to take place at the same time, essentially preventing an initiative from failing after being launched. Time, funding, and precise results are key variables in the ALS community, and our design-build approach optimizes what we can achieve in a short period of time. Here are the questions we asked in our brief survey. We asked the participants what they prefer to be covered in our proposed new online seminar series by seeking preference on broad topics such as clinical trial information and care assistance. Each question had an answer scale of 1 to 5, with 1 indicating no interest and 5 indicating very interested. From May to October 2022, we had 65 participants, and 31% in blue were PALS, and 69% in orange were PALS-related, which is quite interesting. Here we see the overall interest for our proposed virtual seminar series. It is important to note that we combine columns a lot and very interested in our statistical analysis. 85% of participants expressed high interest in supporting our proposal. The question asking participants about their interest in clinical trial results had 90% interest for this topic to be covered in one of the future seminars. The question asking about clinical trials recently launched received excellent interest by 90% of our participants. 78% of participants had high interest for information on how to participate in a clinical trial. Then we asked about their interest on learning more about disease diagnosis, and 77% of participants expressed a significant interest here. 90% of our participants expressed very high interest on learning more about local and national support and services offered. In this slide, we see that 91% of participants expressed very high interest for information on the current genetic and sporadic causes of ALS. Over 91% of participants expressed very high interest in learning about researchers and their studies. 84% of individuals expressed notable interest for news and updates from national and international conferences. So, to summarize and conclude, our recent survey illustrated the necessity of a new online seminar series in Italy promoted by Conslancio. 85% of participants support our proposal, and we noted widespread interest for many topics to be covered, such as clinical trials and support services. We are now building an online seminar series using our design-build approach to address the interest expressed in the survey. We give a standing ovation to the extraordinary talented team of Pulse, families, caregivers, and volunteers worldwide who help us achieve our mission. We greatly appreciate their support every day. This year is also special as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the International Alliance of ALS MND Associations. On behalf of Conslancio and the entire Italian community, we congratulate the Alliance for 30 strong years. We are honored and grateful to be part of such a warm and supportive global family. Congratulazioni! We appreciate all of what the Alliance has achieved over the years and the constant ongoing efforts to support the global ALS MND community. We are stronger together. You are all welcome to attend our poster presentation at the upcoming International Symposium. The final schedule has not yet been finalized as of this recording, but as we get closer in time, please visit the symposium website and our website and social media channels for the latest news. Grazie per la vostra gentile partecipazione. Thank you very much for your time today, and your questions and input are always welcomed. I hope to meet you all during the Alliance meeting, and be well.
Hey, Daisy. It's nice to have you here. How are you?
Thanks a lot. I'm good. How are you?
We are very good. Thank you for that presentation. I think that survey will give you a lot of information of what people actually really need. Let's see if people here have any questions or comments about Daisy's presentation.
Yes.
There's a question in the chat. Okay.
This is from Carrie, a person with ALS. Why was edaravone approval reversed in Italy in 2020?
Well, I'm not really in the Italian law, but what I know is that in 2017, when Andrea had the edaravone treatment, it was really hard because still it was not approved. So everything you have also in the US or in Japan in that case was not approved in Italy. So it is really hard to be on the same line worldwide. This is my partial answer to that. So unfortunately, we are not on the same line everywhere in the world. So.
Okay, next question. I actually have a question, Daisy. The fact that the survey was anonymous, do you think that helped the results being non-biased?
Well, I think yes. I think it was because so we had, as you could see from the pie chart, we had a big response also from people not living with ALS, and I think it was more from caregivers, and it was really interesting to read the answers, and to see that, for example, clinical trials was one of the subjects that really got a lot of interest. But I didn't mention there were also other questions. So people with the ALS were also interested in the scientific world and what were the news. So we, as volunteers, we are a lot of scientists in the committee, and for us, it is very important to have also a feedback from all of you, because sometimes the studies are really going in a direction that is not directly keen to ALS health.
Yeah.
So for us, it was really, really important to have this survey and to see what is more important for all of you. So yes, I think the anonymous was really okay.
Okay.
So thanks for the question.
Okay. If there aren't any more questions, I want to thank Daisy Sproviero and all
Thanks
the
a lot.
Constancio. Yeah, thank you for your
Thanks
presentation.
a lot for the opportunity, and all
Hope
the
to
best.
see you next year in Switzerland. Okay.
Thanks a lot.